Hi Verse, it's your girl KZ here today to give you guys another video. Thank you so much Verse for taking the time to watch this, and welcome to Verse News. So today and unexpectedly I'm going to be doing a bit of a reaction video and giving you guys my thoughts on a situation that I learned of that has to do with the one and only Dave Chapelle. Apparently Dave Chapelle, from what I found out, was in Hollywood and he was doing another stand-up show, and apparently out of nowhere I found out that someone tackled him to the ground. Everyone's talking about it, you know. I haven't seen the clip, but everyone's been showing like still images of Dave Chapelle and this random person that came up and tackled him. I don't know what occurred, but luckily I found the clip on TMZ. Obviously someone got it on video and I'm gonna be reacting to it. So with that said though, Verse, let's get to it. Okay Verse, so I got the video here. Dave Chapelle tackled slam on stage at Hollywood Bowl by a man with gun. Okay, I didn't know about the gun part. I hope he didn't use it. Alrighty, I'm a little concerned, but alright Verse, let's just see what went down, huh?
Behind me on the DJ table is one of the most prolific producers that hip-hop has ever presented, the mighty man Lil. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for hip-hop.
Oh shit. Oh, get him, get that mother. He went to the backstage. Oh my gosh. What's the point of that? I don't understand. Like, you want to get charged? Oh. Even the crowd's like, kick his ass. What am I looking at?
I am going to kill that. Wait, I gotta see this.
Damn. Yeah, Dave Chapelle went in the back and he was like, let me kick his ass. What the fuck's your problem? Oh wow. Yeah, everyone's around him kicking him. You can tell. I'd be doing the same thing. Hell yeah.
Thank God that was clumsy. He's back there getting stomped. Where did that come from?
That was petty.
Thank you, son. It was a trans man.
Alright then Verse, let me give you guys my thoughts on what I just saw. So, and this is interesting too, just because it's Dave Chapelle. Alright, I haven't really talked about Dave Chapelle on here yet. Basically, this guy went on stage. He must have had an issue with Dave Chapelle about something else. I don't know what exactly Dave Chapelle talked about here. I haven't heard anybody mention anything about what he was saying or joking about. But apparently this dude comes up, tackles him with a backpack and everything on, and then he runs away. What was the point of that? That was one of the most random things I've ever seen. And you can also tell that this was caused because of the influence that happened at the Oscars. What a big fucking surprise. I think we all knew that the moment Will Smith went up to Chris Rock and overreacted and slapped him just for telling a joke, you already knew that when it comes to comedians, something like this is going to occur. It's crazy. Like, you know, first it happens to Chris Rock and now this is going on to Dave Chapelle of all people. This is kind of sad how people nowadays easily get influenced to act a certain way, or if they disagree, you know, instead of maybe just expressing your opinion or talking about something, you know, you gotta go up and physically harm them just for a joke. It's a joke. Like, these are just jokes. That you're going to a comedy show. What do you expect? It's stand-up. That's the point. That's what makes stand-up so interesting, because they're coming up there trying to be creative, talking about certain things that are gonna be risky, by the way, and then at the end of the day, if it pulls through, you're the one having a great time laughing. Like, everybody loves to laugh. Who doesn't like to laugh? And here, to start seeing stand-up stand-up comedians getting attacked over something as dumb as a joke. At the end of the day, you're the one that becomes a joke because you're the one making it such a big deal. Yeah, sometimes jokes can piss you off depending on the subject, but at the end of the day, it's just all good and fun. And if you're going to a comedy club or an improv club or something like that involves stuff like this, you gotta know what to expect there. There's no way you're gonna understand where you're going to. You go there and then you get offended and you're just like, well, I mean, what did you think was gonna be there, right? If you know who's gonna be the one giving out these jokes and you know what they mainly talk about. And this is Dave Chapelle. Let me give you guys my thoughts also about how about what I think of Dave Chapelle too. And what makes it interesting is because the fact that, for one, I know that mainly the transgender community, but mainly the LGBTQ here and Dave Chapelle do not mix. They don't mix for shit. And for me, in my case, because I'm also transgender, my thoughts on Dave Chapelle is that I find him funny. I find him hilarious, actually, okay? I have no problem with Dave Chapelle. Even when he did that stand-up, that Netflix special, I was laughing my ass off. Because a lot of the stuff that he was saying, whether people want to admit it or not, it was true. And not even that, from the way how it sounded to me, it really seemed like he was just talking a lot of experience, you know? He was talking about that poor girl, Daphne, what happened, how, you know, unfortunately she committed suicide because of the backlash that she received for defending Dave Chapelle. And instead of people talking about that incident, they were just talking about,
oh, Dave Chappelle's being transphobic and homophobic.
I'm here like, wait a minute. You're talking about his jokes? I would assume if there's anything you're gonna talk about that special is what happened to that poor girl, Daphne, at one of the events when the transgender community was attacking her. Why are you just talking about jokes? That is one of the most stupidest things that I freaking heard of. And what pisses me off is that nowadays everybody is so sensitive to the smallest thing that they go on the internet, they bitch about it constantly. If it's someone that's you know, like makes a career of social media or is like an actor or like a TV star host or something like that, right? You gotta cancel their career because they said one thing. I said this before. I find it dumb that you have a career being out there doing what you're doing. You're clearly good at it. Obviously, like anybody, you're gonna make a mistake here and there. And after making just one comment, depending on how controversial it may be, but if it's not that big of a deal, just based off one comment, oh, the career's canceled. Enough. Fire that person. No more work. They don't deserve to be working. To me, I'm thinking to myself, you might as well do that with everybody then, whether they're on TV or not, because in the end of the day, everybody has said something. You know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense for people to overreact the way how they do. And when it comes to LGBTQ, it's such a sensitive matter, by the way, and that's what I hate about it. You know, and I'm trans, so I hope nobody starts tripping here, okay? Because I mean, I'm queer, I'm trans, alright, I've had my fair share of, you know, being around a lot of people in the community and knowing a lot of people within the community, so I know what the hell I'm talking about here, okay? I personally don't like the fact that me being trans, how I see other people who are also within my situation going out there making it such a big deal. And to me personally, I don't like seeing that because I'm just like, you acting like that over something as petty as a joke makes us look like we can't be taken seriously sometimes. Because I would love to be going to one of his shows, and if he starts talking about transgenders, I wouldn't get offended. I'd be laughing because I'm just like, no, I could take a joke. And I mean, if it was something that would really get on my nerve, I'd just be like, oh, you you dick. You know, like that would be me. But I wouldn't be like, oh, you need to be canceled. You know what? Now you did it. Twitter. Dave Chapelle made a transphobic joke. Hashtag canceled. Hashtag transphobic. Hashtag. I can't finish that joke. The point is that I just don't like how people overreact, because then it's like people get the assumption that I act the same way, and I don't. I'm not anywhere near that. And when it comes to Dave Chapelle, I find him hilarious. I find him funny. I wish I could go up to Dave Chapelle and kind of be like, man, I'm so sorry that, you know, we live in such a sensitive time where people overreact over the dumbest things. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. They're just jokes. And now people are to the point where they're physically attacking them. That's sad. Don't do that. But honestly, when it comes down to it, guys, don't be attacking people when they're performing. That's just so petty. I mean, what do you get out of it? Look, the motherfucker came up here, tackled him, and then he fell. And then he ran for his life. That was the most randomest thing ever. I was just like, okay, what was the point of that? If anything, you made Dave look better. Again, that's just me. You know, this is coming from someone who is transgender, who understands what it's like and getting to receive their jokes and stuff. For my transition process, you know, the experience of coming out hasn't really been easy for me. But in the end of the day, you know, I'm not going to get offended by every little freaking piece of thing. It's not that serious, guys. You know, that's just life sometimes. You gotta learn how to take a hit. But I don't know, Verse. Maybe that's just me, but I just really feel like as time is going on, things are kind of just getting worse. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree or do you guys disagree? Let me know. I'd be happy to hear it. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification to help your girl out. I really appreciate it. Help me reach my first 100 subscribers, Verse. I really appreciate it. And let me know what you guys think about this situation, because this was, wow, this was so random. I think it's safe to say that it's gonna happen again. I hope it doesn't, but you know, only time will tell. So with that said, lovers, let me know what you guys think. And with that said, have an awesome day. Later, Verse.